Hey guys, this is AK Sinha and you are watching Prep India, Change the Learning Way. So today we will discuss about the current affairs. In this current affairs sections, today why it's need, because current affairs is very important for any exam. Without it, not possible to crack exams. So today topic will be National Anti-Profiteering Authority. So start. National Anti-Profiteering Authority, which has been constituted. What? Which has been constituted under Section 171, the Central Goods and Services Tax Act 2070. So here is a new term, Goods and Services Tax Act. What is the Goods and Services Tax? So GST, that means the GST, which introduced by PM Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in 1st July 2017. 1st July 2017. So GST introduced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2017. It's very important for taxation. Now, first of all, GST was a proposed concept at the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. So we should just learn now what is the National Anti-Profiteering Authority means. It means it ensure the reductions in rate of tax. Why? Reduction in rate of tax or the benefit of input tax credit is passed on to the recipient by the way of commensurate reduction in prices. So first of all, ensure the reduction in rate of tax. Now, what means anti-profiteering? So anti-profiteering means nothing but it rules prevent entities from making excessive profits. Okay, excessive profits. That means rules prevent entities from making excessive profits because of GST. So due to GST, it's prevent to excessive profits. Okay. Now another term here, that means the input tax credit. Input tax credit means reducing the tax paid on inputs from taxes to be paid on outputs. So what will say then? What said that there is a reducing the tax paid on inputs from taxes to be paid on outputs. Please listen here carefully, because there is something written problem also, but reducing the tax paid on inputs, reducing tax paid on inputs from tax to be paid on output. So any supply to a taxable person, the GST charge is known as input tax. Any supply to a taxable person, the GST charge is known as the input tax. It also means that the input tax credit, that means the viable to a dealer who purchased goods to resell for the resale that means payable to a dealer who purchase goods to resell. So these are the meaning of anti-profiteering and input tax credit. Now the commensurate reduction, that means the commensurate reduction means the equivalent reductions. Okay, that means the proportional reductions. Now let's move. What's the vision? What's the National Anti-Profiteering Authority? That means the National Anti-Profiteering Authority is the institutional mechanism. What is? It is an institutional mechanism under GST law to check the unfair profit making activities by the trading community. Okay, so what's the trading communities? It's a core functions, working core functions to ensure the benefits of the reduction in GST rates on the goods and services made by GST, that means the goods and services tax council, GST council, and proportional change in the input tax credit passed on the ultimate consumers. Here is who one is ultimate consumers. Consumers is the ultimate and recipient respectively by way of reduction in the prices by the supplier. That is who is beneficial here. Beneficial is beneficial to consumers and recipients, that means who beneficial also. So these are the visions and the core functions of the National Anti-Profiteering Authority. Now let's move. So institutional mechanism, when the talking about the institutional mechanism, that means institutional mechanism, the framework, that means the framework comprises. What's the framework comprises? Framework comprises the NAA, that means the National Anti-Profiteering Authority, a standing committee and the screening committee in every state. Let's say, please listen carefully, every state, we are talking every state. Okay, so standing committee, screening committee in every state, and the DG, that means the Director General of Safeguards in the CBEC, Central Board of Excise and Custom. CBC, that means the Central Board of Excise and Custom. So this framework comprises the NAA, standing committee, screening committees in every state, and the Director General of Safeguards in the Central Board of Excise and Custom, CBEC. Okay. Here the sunset clause, that means the here the given period is the 2 years first of all, and 2017 is starting to 2019. 2017 to 2019 is the sunset clause here, but it will need to further extend it. So by the end, it's need by the government further extended till 2021 in June 2019 under the GST NAA under the section of 171. So it is not a permanent body. Why? Because it is not a statutory body, not by executive body. So it is not a permanent body because it set up or it established under the section of GST 2017. Okay, so these are not a permanent. This is not a permanent body. Now it comes under the Department of Revenue, which one comes under the Ministry of Finance. So it is a very important because the objective questions will be derive here from here. So any exams maybe come. So that means the which come NAA, that means the National Anti-Profiteering Authority, which come which under study, which under department or which ministry, comes which ministry. So it comes under Department of Revenue and Ministry of Finance. So remember, Department of Revenue and the Ministry of Finance. Okay, now move the so there is some steps taken by the NAA, that means the National Anti Profiteering Authority. But why? Because a number of complaints regarding companies not passing on the full benefits of tax cuts to consumers have been received by the NAA. So regarding the registrations of the and the tax cuttings, so what's the steps taken by the NAA? First of all, holding regular meeting for consumer awareness program. What's the holding regular meeting? When regular meeting will be held, obviously awareness programs will be taken. So holding regular meeting for consumer awareness program with the zonal committee. Okay, with the zonal committee and the commissioner of a central excise. Okay, so now the second is the launching a helpline number, to resolve the queries of citizens. According what's the registrations, when will be registrations. Okay, so registrations queries. Okay, now third is the receiving complaints and the through email and NAA portal. So here was the receiving complaints, that is a complaint received by NAA through the email only and NAA portal. Just remember, not any social media, because only email and NAA portal will be allowed. So fourth is the working with consumers, that means working with consumers welfare organizations to facilitate activities. Any activities to facilitate the consumers welfare organizations will be set up. So working with the consumers welfare organizations. With the help of welfare organizations, NAA will try to work to facilitate activities for the beneficiary of the consumers regarding to the reductions of the GST, okay, tax rate. So this is the what's about the National Anti-Profiteering Authority. We learn here this is the not a permanent body. Okay, and when this one constituted in the 2017, the section of 171. So these are the, and the ensure, the main point is the here the ensure the deduction in the rate of tax. Okay, so these are the total conversations about the National Anti-Profiteering Authority. I hope you will enjoy this video. Thank you.